TV. I am Mosa Gherjestani. On our program, we'll have music as usual. We'll have the integration night with Ali Umaid performing live, as well as a youth refugee, Mr. Syed Muhammad Hadi Mosawi, youth officer of the Australian Afghan Hassanan Youth Association of Australia, who arrived to Australia as refugees with his family. Now we have with us Mr. Syed Muhammad Hadi Mosawi, a youth refugee who arrived in Australia as an asylum seeker. Hadi is the youth officer of the Australian Afghan Hassanan Youth Association of Australia. Hadi, welcome to TV Payam.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hadi, please tell us about your journey from Afghanistan to Australia.
I'm originally from Afghanistan. I came to Australia on the 23rd of September 2004 from Pakistan. Actually, this story began when my dad came to Australia in 1998 as an asylum seeker on a boat. The journey began when we left Afghanistan due to the war. Millions of people displaced from their country and went to different parts of the world because of the war in Afghanistan. And me and my family was one of those people that had to flee Afghanistan due to the racial discrimination in our country that we were facing. I came to Australia and on an airplane because my dad sponsored me and my family when he reached Australia. And this country, I've gained a lot of stuff and a lot of education, a lot of freedom that I couldn't get in my own country. I have get it in Australia, and it's a pleasure to be living in this country.
Hadi, what challenges and difficulties you faced in Afghanistan? And tell us about your journey as a young Hazara youth leader in Australia.
Well, actually me myself personally, I've faced a lot of challenges in Afghanistan due to my racial discrimination that I've faced in Afghanistan because of my ethnicity and what I belong to and what I believe in. Actually, in Afghanistan, we didn't have the right to go to school and have a normal education and live a normal life as a human being. Due to that racial discrimination and war, we had to leave our country and settle down in a country different to our culture, and settling to a different culture is very hard. And I currently started my education career in Australia. I started from year 7 to year 10, and then I went to TAFE. I did my diploma in network administration. Currently I'm on my final year of finishing my diploma, and I work part-time in Parramatta City Council as a network admin, and I'm hoping to get my bachelor's in computer science in the next 2 years.
Hadi, you've been a very young, active leader of our community in Sydney and across Australia. Please tell us what challenges and difficulties our youths and families are facing at the moment, and what must be done by the Australian government and also by the Afghanistan communities in order to help, support and assist our people.
Well, as being an active member of the community and being a youth officer from the Australian Afghan Hassanian Youth Association, well, basically I would like to introduce the Australian Afghan Hassanian Youth Association first. The AYA organization is a non-profit organization based in southwestern Sydney. Our aim is to help the newly arrived people from different parts of the world. Actually, my organization, from my experience, we have had a lot of different programs for the youth, for the elderly and for the women. First of all, each year we have a swimming classes for up to 48 students, teaching them how to swim. because we live in a country that we are surrounded by water, and the first and the most important thing for us is to learn how to swim. The second most important thing for our organization that we're currently running is the Sunday Dari Language School, where we teach kids about the culture, about the society in Australia, and how to be a successful community member into the Australian society. And we learn teaching them their own language, which is Dari. The third program that we're running is women's driving course. Due to the financial crisis, a lot of newly arrival ladies, you can say, can't afford themselves to go to the driving lessons. We help them by providing them 4 hours of driving license. Our organization actually pay them to teach them how to drive. The third and most important project that we're running each year is our youth camping. Last year in November, we took around 32 students to Canberra for a 3 nights camping and showing them the Parliament House, taking them to different parts of Canberra and teaching them about the culture of Australia and how everything is running. And at the end of this interview, I would like personally, as being an active member of the community, I would like to ask the beautiful and the humanized Australian government to help these new arrival people that's currently in the Australian detention centers. Because in my experience, facing all those challenges, I can have the feeling of how these people is facing the challenges. How hard their life was when they left the country, and what's the challenges, what forced them to leave their own country and to settle down into a different society. And sometimes it's very hard to settle into a different culture, into a different way of life without any education, without speaking a word of English and settling down into the society.